Hello, this is a video from ARU Library on compiling your Harvard reference list. In this video, I'm going to construct a full reference for a book, a journal article, and a website, and show you where to get all the information you need for that. I'm also going to use the Cite Them Right online guide to help with this, and also sort my reference list into alphabetical order in Word. The first thing I need to do is log into the Cite Them Right online guide. You can either Google this or get there via the library website. Once there, you need to log in, and at this point, select Login via your institution and select Anglia Ruskin. You can search for it if it doesn't come up. At that point, you'll be taken to your normal username and password login screen. Once logged in, access provided by Anglia Ruskin will appear, and you can choose your referencing style. So I'm going to choose Harvard. On the Harvard homepage, you can see that I've got quick links to reference all different types of material. The first thing I'm going to reference is a book, so I'm going to go to printed books. On this page, I get the citation order, so these are all the elements you would need to construct your full reference. I get an in-text example, and I get a full reference list example, so this is what we're going to be looking at in this video. You also get a you try box. So all we need to do is go and gather the information from our book, and then we can overwrite the elements here and have a perfectly formatted Harvard reference. The book I'm going to use today is called Banana, Beaches and Bases, and I've just scrolled to the title page. So this is a page that repeats the title of the book that you see on the front cover, and it's normally a few pages in. And on this page, you get the information you need for your reference list. Also, you might need to look on the back of that page to get information on the publisher and place of publication. I've gathered the information I need from the title page and the back of that page. I can now construct my reference. So C for Cynthia, it was published in 2014. I'm going to add the title. I can now add the edition. If you're not sure how to format this, remember there's an example on the side. Finally, I need the place of publication and publisher. Once my reference is complete, I can then copy this and paste it into my Word document. And from using the you try box, you can see that the full stops and commas, italics, brackets, etc. are all in the correct place. The next thing I want to reference is a journal article. I'm going to go back to Cite Them Right, click on the breadcrumb trail back to Harvard homepage, and then go to Journals and Journal Articles. So again, it gives you the citation order, in-text examples, reference list examples. The article I'm going to reference has a DOI, so a unique number for that article. And this time, I'm not going to use the you try box. I'm going to copy this one over and then get an instant reference to check against it from the journal article page. Here we have a typical journal article. So for this, for my reference, I need the author's name, I need the date of publication, I need the title of the article, I need the journal it is published in, and also I need the volume and issue numbers and the page numbers. And because it's got a DOI, I can also use this here. Instead of constructing my reference in the you try box, I'm going to see if I can pick up an instant reference from this page. So I'm going to look for a citation or cite button. You get this on a lot of platforms. It's on Google Scholar. You can find it one on the library website. And you also get it on a lot of journal article home pages. For this article, it's over here. Select Harvard from the drop-down list, and then I can copy that instant reference to my clipboard. Now I can paste it into my reference list. Now there's lots of variations on Harvard, so the reason I've copied one across, the example from Cite Them Right, is because there's a slight difference here. So I'm just going to make these changes, and the difference is just here with available at. So now that I've checked the reference that I picked up matches the Cite Them Right online guide, I can get rid of the example. The final source I want to reference is a website. I'm going to go back to the guide, click on Harvard, and this time select Digital and Internet, and Website and Web Pages. So some websites do not have an individually named author, so when this happens, you just use the organization as the author, and you would click on this example here. The website I'm going to use does have an individually named author. So this time, I'm going to use the You Try box. This is the website I want to reference. I have my named author here. If I didn't have a named author, it would be BFI or British Film Institute as the organization. I've got a publication date. If this was missing, I'd look towards the bottom of the page for an update or copyright date. I've got the title of the web page here. And finally, I've got the URL, which I can copy and paste. With those details, I can construct my reference again. The final thing I need to add is the access date, so the date that I looked at the website. Now I can copy and paste this into my Word document. When you copy and paste from different sources, fonts, colors, size might change, so I'm just going to format this so it's all consistent. The next thing I need to do is put it in alphabetical order. To do this, I just highlight the contents, go to A to Z sort, leave it as paragraphs text ascending, and press OK. It's always worth proofreading your final reference list, so I've just took off the underline from the DOI there. So I just also spotted when I copied across the journal article reference, it took the italics off the journal title, so I need to add these back on. If you do have any queries about Harvard referencing or using the Cite Them Right online guide, please get in touch with the library.